Start right here. It's on the left, second row. Eric.
I'm going to keep my answers a little short because I lost my voice.
Maybe keep it brief then, I guess. What do you remember from the first game between these two teams, and what stands out from you from that?
I remember a lot of explosive plays from both sides of the ball. This is good competition on both sides.
Third row. Left. John.
That last matchup was, maybe one of the games of the year in college football, back and forth game, and your D made a huge stand at the end of the game. Describe your emotions coming down the stretch in that game, trying to keep them off the board at the end.
Yeah, just felt connected with my brothers on the defense. Feel like we was all on this. I mean, we still made mistakes in that very drive, but I feel like we was just connected, willing to do anything to win.
Back row middle, Brett.
Mateo, Bryce talked about how much you guys wanted to face this Ohio State team again. You obviously get the opportunity to face them now in the college football playoffs. How much do you agree with the sentiment that you guys wanted to face them, and what are you just most looking forward to about this challenge next week?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm ready to face anybody. Could have been Tennessee, could have been Ohio. So it's going to be fun rematch against Ohio State, but shoot, every game fun to me.
Back right, Aaron.
For your personal preparation, how beneficial was it to kind of have that bye in the first round to kind of be able to scout both teams, and then once you found out it was Ohio State, to really be able to already have that team scouted a little bit and really be able to dive into it this next week?
Yeah, just gave us more time to prepare. Should just give us a leg up, but just all comes down to execution during the game. But I definitely feel like it is going to help us with that extra week.
Second row left, Eric.
When Tosh was in here, he was talking about last year you kind of maybe left some possible sacks on the table, 7 or 8 that you could have finished. This year you obviously finished at a higher rate. What's been the difference in terms of being around the quarterback and getting him down this year as opposed to last?
Yeah, just emphasizing, just finishing on plays and in practice, even like throughout the winter, emphasizing finishing a drill, just every little thing. I feel like it adds up, and just an extra year of experience. Just feel like it. I don't know, just knowing the game, knowing what to expect. Just kind of that.
Front left, James.
What makes 74 and 70 effective as tackles, and what do you remember those matchups of those guys?
I feel like, I haven't seen 74 like face-to-face at tackle. I know he's really good at guard, so I know he's pretty athletic. But 70, I feel like he's big and athletic, and I feel like they're just a solid group.
Back right, Aaron.
How important is it going to be again in this game to really pressure Ohio State's quarterback, and what role do you think that's going to play in the defensive success?
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of the main keys. Just bringing pressure on the QB, making it hard for him to throw the ball all night.
Front left, James.
First time you guys played, Jordan wasn't able to go, and we've seen him in the second half of the season with you in a limited capacity at times. Just how effective can you two be together? We've seen it in spurts, but against this caliber of opponent, just how effective can you two be together?
Yeah, Jordan, I feel like he's a freak. He's going to come in and make plays that I don't feel like no one else can. And just having him back this game, I forgot he was out that last game. But, shoot, I feel like our whole defense, we're going to be prepared and ready.
Back right, Aaron.
I know after that Big Ten championship game, you guys had a chance to kind of really dive in and self-scout. What were some of the areas that you went over in that self-scout that you wanted to make sure that you spent time on and you improved at to get better in this Rose Bowl?
Yeah, I feel like biggest for the front, stopping the run. We gave up a lot of rushing yards against Penn State. And it's just like little things, just like have integrity stuff and technique stuff. So we put a big focus on that throughout this break.
Front left, James.
Mateo, when you lead the league in sacks as you do, and this defense is a top 15 defense in almost every category, and None of you guys are first team all conference from the coaches in this conference. How does that sit with you? Does that bother you? Is that a motivator? That do you guys feel disrespected by peers because you didn't get the accolades necessarily?
I mean, I don't know if it really bothers me, but just like looking from an outside perspective, I mean, I feel like it is disrespectful. But I mean, you're not entitled to anything, and I'm honestly, it's our goal isn't really personal achievements. It's a team sport. But definitely, I mean, I feel like every guy in our defense is a baller. I feel like they should be recognized for it, but it's out of our control.
We're going to go to the Zoom. Ryan Clark, if you can unmute yourself.
Hey, Mateo. Just looking ahead to this game, obviously, as a guy from Southern California, you know, how much are you looking forward to going to LA for this game? And then growing up, I mean, did you think about playing in the Rose Bowl? I mean, what was that like for you?
Yeah, shoot. I mean, it's going to be a fun opportunity. You know, of course, growing up in Southern California, Rose Bowl is that's like the bowl game where your whole family watches. But at the end of the day, it's another game. But you know, it's going to be pretty fun. It's a great opportunity.
Scott Reed, if you can unmute yourself.
Hey, Mateo, real quick, I'm going to build on Dan's question about the return. How much do you think that helps with the freshness of your defensive line going down in the fourth quarter if it's a close game? You can have a little extra body though, freshness that maybe you have in that first game. How important is that for you and the defensive line as a whole?
Yeah, shoot. I think that's a big part. You know, just keeping bodies fresh. I think we look kind of tired out there in our last football game. So, you know, we've been conditioning a lot and taking responsibility of just being more conditioned with the guys that we have up front. But having an extra guy. I mean, Birch has been with us for the past, for like the end of the season now. So we'll know we already know what it's like. But just having him back, yeah, it's good.
Any more questions for Mateo? All right. Thanks, Mateo. Appreciate it.